5 apples cost as much as 2 papayas. Mrs. Lynch could buy 18 papayas. If she had bought 12 papayas, she would have $30 left. And we're asked, A, how much did each papaya cost? And B, how much would 3 apples and 3 papayas cost? Now, I notice from the textbook answers that they don't give you any models for this one. And if you don't need a model, then I think you can probably follow the answers in that perfectly well. But I actually think that a couple of models could help here. So let's start at the beginning here. We've got 5 apples cost as much as 2 papayas. So here I'm going to draw something that's about the cost. Okay. And we have got apples and we have got papayas. Okay. And it says 5 apples cost as much as 2 papayas. Right. So let's draw. We're going to start off with the apples. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we have, okay, so this is 5 apples. All right. And we're told that 5 apples cost the same as 2 papayas. So I'm going to draw a block that's the same size. But I'm not going to split it into 5. This one I'm going to split into 2 equal parts. And this is 2 papayas. Okay, each of these is obviously, this is 1 papaya, 1 papaya. Okay, so that's my model for the cost. Let's go on to this next part. What does it say? It says Mrs. Lynch could buy 18 papayas. That means if she spent all of her money, she could afford to buy 18 papayas, is what that's telling us. But it says if she bought 12 papayas, she would have $30 left. Now, I think we could just do a very simple model for this. And here we go. This is a bar that represents the 18 papayas that could be bought. Okay, this is the papayas. So she could buy 18, but she doesn't. We're going to split this bar into what she does buy, which is 12. Okay. And then what she doesn't buy, which is 6. Yeah, 12 add 6 equal 18. So this is what she buys. This is what she doesn't buy, but could have. All right. Now, when she only buys 12 papayas, it says she would have $30 left. So we can give this part a value. Okay. And this is worth $30. So 6 papayas costs $30. So we want to find out what each papaya cost. Well, that's nice and easy. So it's going to be $30 divided by 6 gives us $5 per papaya. Great. And that is one of our answers. $5. Okay. Are we finished? No. We need to know what 3 apples and 3 papayas cost. Well, we don't know the cost of an apple yet. Let's see what we can do over here then. Now, if you hadn't drawn a model, you would just have to, think about how all of these amounts relate to each other, which is what you will eventually be able to do it without using a model. But for the moment, this is really great for being able to visualize. Now, we know that each papaya costs $5. This represents 2 papayas. So this is 5 and this is 5. Okay, so now we know that here, this whole thing is worth $10. So 5 apples cost $10. And if we divide the $10 by 5, we're going to get $2 per apple. Okay, this is 2, right, all of those are 2. Now we should be able to answer our question. Let's look at B. We've got 3 apples, so 3 times $2. Okay, that's $6. And we want 3 papayas, so 3 times $5, which is $15. And then we just need to add them together. So 15 add 6 is going to give us a total of $21. So that is our final answer. Now, it might be that by this stage, maybe you don't need to draw a model. I think this is still very useful to make sure that we know exactly what all of our calculations mean and that we don't get into a muddle, because I think it could, even though the numbers are quite easy, you're having to convert from quantities to costs and use the cost of one fruit to work out the cost of another fruit and all the rest of it. You could end up in a bit of a muddle. So a simple little model really helps.